Okay, so a couple days ago, I decided I was going to start a new series because when it comes to making video, you gotta try and be creative, gotta try and start new things. So I decided I was going to start the Down Bad Diaries. Basically, what I'm gonna do each video, I'm gonna have a new diary entry, and I'm gonna be taking anime characters who are kind of down bad. Not even necessarily anime characters; it could be cartoon characters too, I guess. But I get from all the shows that I've seen, and I've seen a decent amount of shows. There have been a lot of down bad characters, at least one in every single show. You know what I mean? And there's some very notable ones, and then there's some very low key ones. So I figured, let me just make an entry and let me rank them on a scale of one to horrendously down bad. And I'm just gonna kind of look at some of their most notable feats in terms of being down bad, being a simp, and just how they translate to the real world. Sometimes when these characters simp, it is justified, and sometimes it's like, oh, I would do that maybe, so it just depends. That's why I gotta take a look at it. So first, entry number one, we got Sanji. Okay, I figured I would kind of start this series with a very, very notable candidate being Sanji. His whole gimmick in the show is being a simp. Not a simp, but just like loving women, loving women a lot and really appreciating the female body, So just looking at a couple of the things he's done, he was kind of going crazy for the animals on Zao. He's been on Nami and Robin since day one. Any new girl he sees, he kind of lets loose, nosebleeds everywhere. One time in the recent episode, Shinobu said something about nut cracking. He was like, I haven't even considered that, but I'll even give it a shot. So he's very aroused 24/7. Let me say the least. A lot of his simping is justified. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like Nami and Robin, if I was on a ship with them, I'm probably gonna act the same. Gotta at least get one of them. You know what I'm saying? You cannot be on a ship with those two beautiful women, and at least gotta at least snag one of them. You know what I'm saying? So it's understandable. He obviously goes towards Nami more since Robin's an older woman, but still, I understand him in that realm. I understand him somewhat when he goes to a new island, sees a new woman, bodacious. Well, you know how these One Piece women are built, extremely bodacious. So he's going a little crazy, but some things that I can't excuse, like the animals on Zao. What the fuck am I saying, dog? Okay, if I'm in the One Piece world and I see Carrot, I'm probably gonna feel the same way he does. But it's the fact that he doesn't mask how excited he's getting, and that you can't do that. Like you could find many people attractive, but you cannot exclamate how excited you are getting. You know what I'm saying? And he is very bad at that. If he sees a woman he likes, he'll go absolutely insane. There was one time he damn near died from blood loss because he was going so fucking crazy. And you can't have that. You can't have that. That's just one thing in terms of like real life, because again, you got to relate all of these people to real life, right? You can't make yourself known that you are that down bad, because Sanji, it's not like Sanji's ugly. Sanji is a good looking man, very good looking, but the way he carries himself with his actions are definitely going to be unattractive to all the females. 100%. If he was more professional about it and he was just like hitting, because he's got a lot of swag, especially with his beard now and stuff, he is sexy, I'm not gonna lie to you. So when he's doing that, he's gonna easily get the females, but he gets so excited and riled up that he's pushing them away, which you can't do, right? You cannot do that. But if there's one thing that I really am not going to get, because he was down bad for Pudding. He was like, that's my wife. Well, as soon as I saw Pudding, I was like, she damn near looks like Nami. When he was crying after Pudding let loose, that was just, I saw some people on the internet calling him a baby for that, and he is not. He's not down bad for that. He's not simp. He's not a simp for that. He had a legitimate reason to be that upset when Pudding was talking that shit. I would have probably damn near done the same thing if I was bringing my fiance flowers, who, yeah, me and her, we didn't have the best start, and there's a lot of controversy surrounding us, but he was trying to squash it and just be like the mature person about it, and like he was trying to fix it. He was trying to just be like, okay, this is a situation we're both in, might as well make the best of it. And she was just talking the most shit, and he broke down, because not only was she doing it in this situation, he didn't even want to be there internally, you know what I'm saying? So it was definitely reasonable, and he's not going to get any points deducted for that, and that's not going to make me swayed one way or another in terms of ranking him on a scale of 1 to horrendously down bad, so it's that I understand him in that realm, right? And I understand, again, being excited, seeing beautiful woman, but I think his main problem with it is how he physically shows this emotion. And that's how a lot of these characters are. You know, a lot of these anime characters from different anime, they may think it, but a lot of them physically show, like with the nosebleeds and like just scream, like they'll fit. And that is a, you can't be doing that. You can't, because if you want these women, right, can't be. And I understand that these are animated characters, but in the real scope of things, like you can't look like you are like chasing, because that's what Sanji does. He sees a woman, he's running after her. Sees a new woman, running after her. He doesn't even care who the woman is, as long as she looks good. He doesn't have to. He doesn't have to know anything about her personality. If a woman beautiful enough and she was just like, Sanji, have my kids, he's on it. One sec, he doesn't even give it a second thought. You know what I'm saying? And he's got to definitely switch that. I understand a lot of his antics, but the way he approaches a lot of his situations without any change in the way he approaches them, like with Nami and like with a lot of reoccurring female characters in the show, the way he doesn't change his approach, it's going to take some points off. So on a scale of 1 to down bad, or horrendously down bad, I would give him like an 8. I would give him an 8. I would give him an 8 because he is a huge simp, right? Do anything for a woman. I'm not going to give him a 10 because it's like, you got to understand where he's coming from in a lot of these. Like, if I, again, as I said, if I was dropped into the One Piece world right now, you could put me on Zao and I'm going crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, give me carrot, give me some, I'm going crazy. That's just how it is. I'm not even trying to make a joke about it, because I would just be flabbergasted by the current situation. I mean, so I understand a lot of his actions. And it's not like he's chasing ugly girls too. But obviously everyone's entitled to their own opinion when it comes to physical attraction. But to me, he's never going after bad looking people, you know? So he has a good taste when it comes to, like, at least he's not bad in that realm. And at least he's not like denying girls who come his way either. You know what I'm saying? Because he's like acting like he's taking whatever. And it's not like there are people like coming after him and he's like denying. So that's good. That's a good thing. So I think there's balance in that. But again, he doesn't approach his situations well. And he is super down bad. And it's like he doesn't think about anything else until it comes to crunch time. So in that regard, Sanji is a 8 out of 10. Sanji is definitely down bad. He is. He's not to the point where it's like, get a fucking grip. You know what I'm saying? He's not there because, while he has done some really illegal things, like going invisible and then going to the women's bathhouse. You know what I'm saying? He's done things like that. A lot of his actions, like, I understand liking a lot of the women he does. You know what I'm saying? As I said, it's not like he has bad taste. And I understand a lot of the time why he is as, you know, active as he is. But I wouldn't say it's to the point where he's completely lost his sanity. You know, he still can come back down to earth and function like a normal human when it's crunch time. But he does need to get it together. If you do have a better sort of ranking, because I'm still trying to figure that out, a better ranking system to where I could do it, like how I just did it with the reasonable simp down bad. If there's a better ranking system that you get to put in the comments, you know, and I would happily look into it and implement it. If it's better, if I think it's better, of course. And also comment some down bad characters, some simps, some just, you know, just comment characters I could also do for another video, because I thought this was a fun little thing. Just kind of just diving into the character a little bit and kind of analyzing their simp activities, should I say, you know. But that's it. On to the next one. That's entry number 1, Sanji.